Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Logic Seeking Lady speaking, and welcome to my movie review of Alvin and the Chipmunks 3. Now, as you all know, I always look behind the movies I review in my videos to find the logic in them. So perhaps we should get on with it now. First of all, the story. Yes, the story is that Alvin and the Chipmunks plus the Chipettes are on a cruise on their way to another concert, but they end up on an island far, far away from the ship. And now, on one hand, they have to find their way back, or they have to wait for Dave to come and save them. And so we get two journeys. One is with the Chipmunks and Chipettes on the island. The other is from Dave and Ian's point of view. Both groups of people go through a journey, a very important journey for each of them. Yes, that was the story. The characters. Do I really have to tell them? Do we not all know the Chipmunks? Well, anyway, I will say it. We have Alvin and the Chipmunks. Alvin, the troublemaker and the wild one. Simon, the clever one, and sometimes incredibly timid. Even too timid sometimes. And then we have Theodore, the youngest one of them. Well, what can I say? He loves food and looks cute. He's the cutest one of all, if you ask me. But they're all my favorites, honestly. And then we have the Chipettes. Brittany, the narcissistic and selfish one. Eleanor also loves food, just like Theodore, and is cute and adorable, just like him. And then we have Jeanette, also the smart yet timid one, just like Simon. And we also, when it comes to the human characters, have, and I'm talking about the main characters here, not the sub-roles, Ian, the self-proclaimed uncle of the Chipmunks and Chipettes. Even thought he isn't related to Dave at all. He is still the uncle for some weird reason, but what the heck. So, and then last but not least, we have Dave, the Alvin and the Chipmunks and the Chipettes' father. Yes, he looks after all 6 of them. God, does he have his hands full. Well, how can I describe this movie in the best way? Wait a minute, let me just look at the paper. Oh yes, this movie parodies reality shows, and when I say reality shows, I specifically mean Survivor, and yes, I know many people liked this show, and probably don't like the parody, but I like it. Now don't send me bad comments. And there is also a parody of. Wait to hear this. A parody of Rambo. How the heck did that get in there? Well, anyway, and also, who the heck thought of the idea of making Simon making Simon into a Rambo parody and making him speak French? I mean, why French? Well, anyway, it's funny, so I don't care. I like this movie. And if you compare it to the two others, number one, which was a parody of the quest to seek fame, and probably the closest to the original, which I liked, sort of. And the second one, who made a parody of high school, which I just hated, because seriously, I've been to high school. I don't want to be reminded of how it was. I've been there, done that. It's not because my high school years were bad. Not at all. I was very popular at school. But it's just, I'm an adult, and I don't want to keep thinking about the past. And really, forgive me if I sound too positive or even stupid, but if you know who to hang around with, and if you don't care what other people think, then high school isn't that bad. I mean, sure, there are cliques and all, but if you just stay true to yourself, then you will survive high school. Believe me. That's how I got through high school. Stay true to myself, and if people didn't like me, I didn't give a crap. So that is how you survive high school. And yeah. And here we have the third movie, which I like very much. I won't say I love it, because there are some stuff in it that I don't like, but I like it. A little bit more than I liked the first one, if not a lot more. But yeah, it's sort of the logic behind this movie that it parodies reality shows like I said Survivor, Rambo, Lord of the Rings a little bit, and a lot of other movies, which I like it. I personally think that it was about time somebody made a parody about these kind of reality shows, because I'm sorry to say this, but they're all fake, and at the end of the line, they're pretty stupid. So I personally don't know why someone didn't think of it a little earlier. I just don't. I mean, I know a lot of guys like Rambo, but seriously, I'm a female, and the only thing I would wish he would do was put a freaking shirt on, or a t-shirt or something. Well, so yes, because it is a parody of reality shows, like Survivor and the Rambo movies, which I don't like that much, as people would want me to. That is why I like this movie a lot. It's not awesome, but it's not a disaster either. It's somewhere in between. And this movie actually has a lesson to teach to kids. Wow, what a shocker! And cartoon adaptation who actually teaches something constructive to children. And you know what it teaches? That one, you must show responsibility even when you're a child, and two, even though you're an annoying child, very annoying and all, your parents will always love you no matter what. So I would say it's a good movie. Well, that was my logic behind this movie. And if you'll excuse me, I think I'll go and have a lovely picnic outside with my mom. Yes, it's still daytime here. Goodbye, folks.